How's it going, guys? It's Eclipse here and welcome back to today's World of Tanks console update news. And we have an interesting one here, at least to start with regards to Tankfest. Now, for those of you that don't know, Tankfest is an event in the UK which is down in Bovington Tank Museum, which showcases off some of the tanks that have been restored in real life. And of course, World of Tanks Modern Armour are going to be there this year, and as such you might be able to see a couple of the people you've been seeing online, and of course you can pick up your tickets right now. And so if you want to actually go, it does cost some money. It's not a free pass, but it is well worth the time if you haven't been already or you want to go back again. I really did enjoy it last year. I was there. It was really amazing, and it wasn't a huge amount of money, but of course it is fairly expensive to actually go. It's about £35, but the experience was really worth it. And of course, you probably want to go and try and get a hotel if you are thinking about going, because I'm pretty sure they disappear within about half a second. But Tankfest itself, it is celebrating the 80th anniversary, and essentially there's a load of different things that are going on this year at Tankfest. There's going to be the Centurion Navy RE, I believe, something like that, potentially. There's of course the FE 4005 and all of that sort of stuff. So other than that, what is this actual event? Why are Wargaming kind of showcasing it? Well, apparently it's official, Commander. For the second year in a row, World of Tanks Modern Armour will be joining World of Tanks PC and Blitz at Tankfest. Tankfest is one of the biggest annual celebrations of all things armoured vehicles. So it's not just tanks, but there are other vehicles. They also do live demonstrations, which are cool, and we'll be doing some videos on Tankfest, or at least some of the vehicles that are going to be going to Tankfest, and hopefully you'll enjoy those, both shorts and long form videos that I think will be kind of cool. But either way, this year Tankfest will take place between June 28th to June 30th. It's I believe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and most people stay until the Monday, but the museum and the event is over on the Sunday. So we'll have more information to share in the weeks coming to regarding the WhatMA's team's plans for this year, but Tankfest tickets are already selling fast. Trust me, they sell out very quickly. So if you haven't already picked them up and you haven't booked a hotel and you want to go, now is the time to do it. That's not all. We love talking tanks, so even if you can't attend Tankfest, there is an incredible player party on Saturday, June 29th at the O2 Academy in Bournemouth, which is cool. It's the player party, so this is the actual World of Tanks themed event that Wargaming are kind of running, I believe, with alongside World of Tanks PC and World of Tanks Blitz. All of the players will be there. So if you want to actually attend, you can sign up to the party. This is on the Wargaming website. I will link it in the description down below where you can actually sign up. All you have to do is reserve a spot, and it is apparently free admission. So highly recommend you go and do it. It will sell out very quick. It's going on for 5 hours by the looks of things. There's meet and greets, tank cake and tank candy, live music, light and pyro show, tank pinata and party screen, military inspired temporary tattoos, giveaways, unique personalizable silk print t-shirts for each attendee as well. And if you would like to bring an additional guest with you, the person must sign up individually, and all people must be over the age of 18 in order to actually go. So unfortunately, if you're under 18, you can't actually go. So yeah, either way, you can reserve a spot on the website, and I will link it down below. But yeah, really cool. It is down in Bournemouth, so this is very close to where Bovington is. Most people who go to Tankfest will stay in Bournemouth. But important notes about the Tankfest 2024 player party. So it's free. There's 18-year-old to actually go. Registration required and doesn't guarantee admission. After registration closes, you will receive a confirmation email that will allow you to claim your ticket. So once I guess they do random allocations of people who are going to be purchasing or registering for the ticket. And so you'll actually know beforehand. They're not going to do it on the day. At least I hope that that's not going to be the case where people get there and they're like, nope, you can't actually come in. That would be very silly. Number of tickets is limited. Only people with confirmation can attend. You can print your ticket, blah, blah, blah. That's all of the nitty gritty details of if you actually want to go. But what about the actual tanks content for this weekend and next week? Well, we've got Mother's Day 2024, which is between the 10th of May. So you'll have seen this in the game where you can pick up some emblems, tattoos Germany, tattoos UK, blah, 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 all of the nations in the game with a little heart and all of the variations of mum or mother or whatever. Either way, it's in there. The first is the repeatable Mother's Day challenge, so you will earn 2,000 or more XP. You'll get one of the emblems, or potentially a medkit. And that's kind of cool. You can choose it as well, so you can choose which ones you want, or you can just purchase them all for 1,250 gold, but let's be real, you probably don't want to actually do that. But either way, that is how it is in terms of the news, at least with regards to Mother's Day and Tankfest. And if you are going to Tankfest, let me know. It'd be really interesting to see how many of you are actually going, if any of you are. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what the event has in store this year. So, it's trade-in time, you know it, you love it, and we've added some new tanks to both lists. So this is the actual update news here. And so they've added in tank trade-in that will be available this next week. And so this has, in essence, done some alterations to what tanks you can trade in. Now, from what I can tell of some of the tanks that you can trade in, so actually give in to the trade-in event to get a tank back out, you can put in the Malo, the SU-152 Taran, and the Weasel. Now, this is a brilliant thing to do. Hopefully, some of the rats who play any of these three vehicles on the regular basis will get rid of them. Probably not going to happen, as they're some of the most overpowered vehicles in the game. But you never know, maybe they will, and that will get rid of some of them from at least the game, and of course the matchmaker, because yeah, Weasels, Tarans, Malos, they're all absolutely horrendous for the game. So it would be good to get them gone. There's also a few more. There's going to be loads more that you can trade in, but they have only kind of listed some of the key ones. And in order to kind of get potential other options, you can get the Concept 1B, the T95 FE4201 Chieftain. So this is what you can get out of it. And the T55A, plus a ton of other tier 8s and tier 9s, tier 10s. They usually do a variation, but these are some of the highlights that Wargaming have chosen out of the tank trade-in. For me, tank trade-in is only ever really worth it if you are never ever going to play the tank that you are going to trade in, as it is gone and you only get half of the value of that tank to trade towards the next tank. So for example, I would do this every time. If you get a tank that's worth 10,000 gold that you bought for 10,000 gold, you can trade it in for 5,000 gold. Now you don't get that gold, but what happens is that 5,000 gold now goes towards whatever tank you're trying to get from the trade-in packages. Whether that be a 4,000 gold tier 6, you will get 1,000 gold back plus the vehicle. Or it could be a 12,000 gold vehicle, and so you still have to pay an additional 7,000 gold to pick up the new vehicle, even though you've traded in one that you already have. So this is something that is often not something I would recommend, because a lot of the times you can pick up some of the tanks that are in the trade-in event for half price anyway, and you don't have to submit a tank that you already have to get the discount. And sometimes the discount that you're going to get from trading in your vehicle might not be 50% discount. It could be 30% because the tank you're trading up into might be 15,000 gold, for example. And if you're getting rid of a tank to get only a 30% discount essentially for another vehicle, it can be not worth it at all. So unless you are going to never ever play the tank that you're trading in, I really do not recommend using the trade-in event, as I think it's a bit of a trap to get you to get rid of tanks, as well as now buy new tanks and pay even more than you normally would for that tank when it goes on sale. So yeah, that is one of the things that I really don't like about the trade-in event. I think it's a bit of a scam. It's not actually a scam, but it's a bit, I guess, disingenuous with the savings that you're going to make, because a lot of the time you can pick them up for 50% off anyway in sales that come along throughout the year. So just be aware of that. You know, you can use your own brains. Maybe you just don't care and you want to buy them. Whatever, it's up to you. It's your money. If you want to be more financially kind of thoughtful, then yeah, you can essentially wait for the actual tank to go on sale and you can buy it then if you're not in a hurry to get the tank that you want. Either way, there is a couple of other things. There's the perfect 10. Can you master the art of destroying vehicles? So if you destroy 10 vehicles daily, you will earn an additional 1000 XP, which is great. There's also Armed Forces Day, which is May 18th. So that should be next Saturday, if my math works correctly, I believe. Might be next Sunday. But essentially there will be some store bundles with emblems for this day included. A lot of the times they will actually go to some form of charity. Now Wargaming haven't said this, so just be aware that it may not be going to charity and just straight to Wargaming. But often when they do sorts of events like Canine Veterans Day, there'll be some form of charity. So when you pay money, it will go to a charity. But of course, we don't know yet, so just be aware that might be something that you might want to do if it is a charity. If it isn't, you might want to do it anyway, but either way, that's something to keep in line. And then the final bit is a little bit of extra information for Tankfest. Now, last week you learned that Tanksaws and Zots will attend Tankfest, and today we're excited to announce that Bam will be joining us, which is the lead game designer, a really, really genuine, nice guy. I really enjoyed speaking with Bam over the course of when we did speak, and it was a really, really pleasant experience. A bloke that is definitely towards the health of this game and really wants it to do well and succeed. I really actually did enjoy him, talking to him, and so it'll be interesting to see what happens during Tankfest and the sorts of things that go on, and with World of Tanks Modern Armour finding out a little bit more information with this Tankfest event, which is coming soon, hopefully, with regards to Wargaming releasing and what they've said above or previously on the actual Tankfest page. But other than that, there is a questions that you can submit to the devs, which you can use the submit questions here on the Discord, and the Discord is available for everyone to join. You just type in World of Tanks Modern Armour Discord, should come up on Google or whatever search engine that you're using, and you just click the join link and you'll get all of the instant information alongside be able to platoon up with people in the Discord and find information and all sorts within Discord, so I highly recommend you go and have a look. But other than that, that is it for this week. A pretty small kind of normal week for World of Tanks console itself, but a really, really good, nice announcement for Tankfest, and hopefully some of you will actually go to Tankfest. I think it will be a great experience, and yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button, and of course if you want to actually see some gameplay of World of Tanks, then check out these videos on screen, which I think you might really like. But other than that, I hope you have a nice rest of the day, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.